Hello, Jacko is back with my fourth game in my series, my journey to 2200 ELO. Let's see if we can find a game. Okay, I'm gunning for rapid play on chess.com, so I'm looking at 15 minutes 10 seconds. Okay, looking for an opponent at the moment. If you're new to the channel, so if you're new to the channel, I give you an in-game commentary whilst I'm actually playing, give you some thoughts and ideas from a player who's rated 1900 on dailychess.com and 1800 over the board. That's English Chess Federation. Okay, so we've got a game in progress, and e4, I'm a Sicilian player, c5. He's played the sort of standard knight f3, and I like to go with the hyper accelerated dragon, which is g6 on move 2. Okay, so that's a fairly standard move. Okay, I've noticed players, they tend to play lots of unusual stuff more recently, but he's played the traditional knight to takes d4. I've been met with a lot of queen takes d4 and lots of weird stuff recently, but okay, so this could transition into one of those after he's played knight takes knight. He possibly will go queen to d4, hitting the rook in the corner. Yep, here we go. Okay, so the normal moves, I haven't seen this for a little while, so knight f6, e5, knight d5, pawn goes on f6. Yeah, I remember actually I had this game in a daily game a few months ago, so let's see if I can remember what actually happened in this game. Some lines you can actually play queen e5 and pick up the pawn, but it's not possible with the queen on this square. Yeah, okay. Yeah, it's starting to come back to me now. I remember the game was against some guy rated around 2000 on the daily game, and I remember it being a draw. End up with a bit of a weak pawn on c6 after this. I mean, this is sort of book stuff, but it's quite a rare line. So now I'm trying to remember, do I take back with a bishop or do I take with a queen? So let's have a think about it. I think it's bishop, and I seem to remember playing e5, bishop e6 or f5. I did have trouble unravelling my pieces, but eventually I did get to a reasonable position, because once I struck in the centre with e5, I did have some reasonable control. So yeah, I'm pretty sure it's bishop takes d7. Anyway, I probably should play a little bit more quickly, although in saying that I'm level on time, so there's no rush at the moment. Okay, bishop c4. Okay, so this is possibly where I play e5, bishop e6. So e5 hits the queen, he has to move it, and then I can reinforce the knight with bishop to e6. I'll make sure there's nothing untoward with that. Yep, I think I'll go with that. The other move possibly was knight b6, but yeah, this diagonal's always going to be a problem unless I can reinforce it some more. So if I play knight back here, then castling is going to prove very difficult. So I like the idea of this with a bishop on e6, and possibly queen e7 and rook across, bishop g7, castles. I think we've got quite a decent game. White's got no pawns in the centre, so it's slightly more difficult for him to fight for the centre, although if you can get f4 in at some point, it will sort of maybe soften up this pawn, but to get f4 in, you'll probably have to exchange on the bishop for the knight, so I'm quite happy to do that. So as I said, I'll just reinforce the knight. It's a fairly quiet game at the moment, so after an initial flurry, now do I want to play bishop g7? that's normally where it goes. I can't really see if I play c5 or on this diagonal somewhere, because he's going to play bishop h6, and that's going to prove very difficult to castle. So yeah, I think we'll stick with the original plan. After castles, move the queen somewhere, and perhaps the rooks on d and e8. I think I've got quite a nice game. Okay, so I think with that move he's probably possibly looking to play c4 just to kick this knight, which would also then enable f4. So if that sort of transition of moves occurs, I can play e4. So I really don't want to exchange and leave myself with an isolated pawn, because I've already got one. So I think we can castle in this position. I can't see a problem with that. So c4, knight b6 is possibly where I'm going to play. Which does hit this, yeah. And then if yeah, then he'll possibly keep going onto c5, and I'll go back with the knight. But then, can he then sink a knight in that square, which would be quite ugly for me? So do I play after c4? Do I put the knight on b4? Interesting. Oh, actually, all that's totally. I was going to say it's totally flawed, because obviously bishop takes bishop, but there's a pawn on that square at the moment. So, but I do have to be careful of discovered attacks. So let's have a look at that more close. This is c4, knight back to b6. If he pushes onto c5, okay, so that'll be bishop takes bishop. I'm guessing he'll play pawn takes, which will put a little bit of pressure on this square on this weak pawn on a7 at some point. And then I've got to do something about this knight that's attacked on this square. So then I'll probably play knight here. Yeah, he's having a good think about this one. I'm pretty sure something like c4 is coming, because it's slightly difficult to find a place to put this bishop. So c4. Yeah, I'm not really sure I want to play knight b4, because it could get hit with a3. Is knight d3 a move at that point? Yeah, that's probably what he's thinking about. Then queen c2, which hits this, and then he's threatening to play rook to d1. So yeah, queen here, knight takes bishop, queen takes, or even rook takes. Yeah, then if rook takes, then he's got a double hit on that, which is going to prove to be difficult to defend unless I play rook c8, because the queen's in front. So at that point he'll have a rook on this square, queen on c2. Okay, so he's played knight c3. Okay, that's interesting. So no, I can't play knight takes knight, because bishop takes, bishop check, king moves, and then he captures here. So that's quite a clever move, and certainly overlooked by yours truly. So what else can I do? Looking at knight f5. Then if bishop takes knight, bishop takes bishop, rook takes, pawn takes. Yeah, then we've got a bit of a row pawn on here, and then this rook's hitting there later on. You can put some more pressure on it. So what's the alternative? Knight here. Is he threatening to capture at the moment? So knight takes, pawn takes. I've got enough on it, but it's going to be a target at some point, isn't it? So I can't move the queen off, because then it will be hanging. Knight takes, pawn takes, bishop takes. Rook here is no good. Bishop takes is check, and then you can move the queen. Wins a piece. So how do I combat that? Do I play queen here and then follow it up with rook across? Or do I just relieve the tension with knight c7? Which if he captures bishop takes, bishop knight takes, and I've got a lovely square here. Yeah, I'm not sure I really want to escalate the tension though, because after queen here he plays queen e2 and then plays rook up to e1, d1, which could be then very, very awkward. Because now our pieces are a little bit tied down, so yeah, although I usually like to keep the tension, I think I'm actually going to play knight back to c7 to trade some pieces. Yeah, because okay, so he's got what he wants in terms of being able to develop the bishop. Okay, and c5's a bit of a target square as well. So, so maybe I should play queen takes queen. He plays rook takes. I play rook here. And then if bishop c5, at least I haven't got the problem with the bishop hitting the rook. And then if he does play, I can always play bishop c8. It could end up in quite a level game. Again, I don't want to capture here because pawn takes, and then he's got two hitting this. So yeah, it's probably quite dull. But I'm going to play queen takes queen. I suppose the other idea maybe if I possibly could have played here, which I didn't really look at, and then my idea is then to play rook across, but yeah, there could be some problems after knight here because then he's threatening to play bishop there anyway. So yeah, I think I made the right decision. Okay, now after that maybe I can capture on here because he won't have the same threat of this. So my candidate moves. Yeah, I can't play rook here now because I've just thought that pawn's hanging. So, I haven't given that enough thought, have I? Okay, time's fairly equal. Okay, bishop here, and then do I play a6 and then follow? Oh yeah. Not really thinking too well because rook here's a move as well. Do I sack a pawn then on a7? Is that going to be a problem? Yeah, I haven't thought about this enough, have I? Playing too quickly. Okay. Surprised he took with a c pawn. Yeah, this is going to be tough after because I'm going to allow rook d7. Okay, I think we need to give this move some thought. Okay, so yeah, this could get ugly. But the only tempo I can get later is the fact that he's got to move a pawn in front. Yeah, I'm just looking at knight here, knight takes, pawn takes, rook here, rook across, and then we've got the same problem. I mean, the ideal move would be rook here, but then you can instead of that you can capture here, I capture, and then that pawn's a goner anyway. Yeah. Yeah, I could play a5, but bishop here is a problem at some point. A6, rook here, then knight here. He'll double rooks. Then I'll play rook here. Okay, and then we'll have rook takes twice on this square, knight takes, and I think we're probably just about hanging on okay there. So, okay, let's play a6 because we're going to be here all day otherwise. Yeah, Okay, so... Okay, I was going to play knight here, but then rook d6. Yeah, I've totally overlooked that one. Yeah, this is going to be more awkward than I thought. Yeah, knight there just loses a pawn. Perhaps I play knight here, at least that keeps him out of d6 temporarily. If he does capture, at least I can straighten my pawns out. Although after the pawn takes this way, I'm hitting that, and that's some counterplay. So, yeah, knight here is no good because rook here, and then that pawn's just dropping. So yeah, let's go knight b5. Yeah, I've made a bit of a mess of this. Trading the queens wasn't the best move, I don't think. But I was under pressure a little bit because he was threatening to play queen here and then rook across if I play something else. So, okay. So where are we? What am I expecting? I think he'll play rook f to d1 because yeah, he can allow me to capture the knight there because that just straightens his pawns out. So that could be quite awkward. What am I going to play against that? Yeah, okay. Yeah, maybe I can play f5, bishop f6. Yeah, but f5, and then you can play bishop g5, can't he? That can be tricky. Bishop g5, bishop f6 anyway, bishop takes, rook takes. Yeah, and if he plays rook here, or here, that comes with tempo, and then he'll put the other rook, and then I'm really struggling with two rooks on the 7th. Maybe I have to play rook f7 then in that case. Then if rook check, rook takes here, then if... Yeah, then I can probably just repeat position, can't I, if we get a series of exchanges. So yeah, let's play that. Yeah, if rook takes, rook king takes, rook d7, then yeah, I'll just play king f8, king f8 maybe. I'd like to go here and so I can bring the other rook across, but obviously the bishop's hanging, so that's not possible. Okay, so he's taken. Now the big question is, do I take this way and at least hit that pawn and give me some counterplay? The only problem is this pawn's sort of... Yeah, I can't really play it to c5, can I? So I like my pawns nice and neat. So I'm thinking, because it's probably more easier to defend the a6 pawn than it is c6, and there's more scope with this pawn. I'm going to capture this way, whereas c5 is just not possible to play. So yeah, it's definitely got all the activity at the moment. I'm kind of hanging on a little bit, but that's okay. There's New Kids on the Block once a song called Hanging Tough. For anybody who's as old as me, from I think it was about 1988 or something like that. That's what I've got to do right now, hang tough. So, what's he likely to play? Sort of half expecting rook takes rook, followed by rook d7. The other one would be rook d8, rook takes check, rook. Do I play bishop here? Oh no, rook here is better, because after bishop takes he can play rook here to here, which is slightly more. Well, that's I can't defend my a6 pawn, can I? So it's got to be rook back, and then we might have a bit of a repeat of a position. We possibly play rook here. I'll have to play rook a8. Yeah, and then I want to play king f7, and then here, ideally I want to play bishop f8 to kick the rook, but then this pawn's hanging, so yeah. So he's having a good old think about this one, not surprisingly, because this is quite a key move, because this will define the future of the game from here. Bishop c5 could be a move as well. Although after rook takes rook here, and he's forced to play rook back, a bishop back to defend the square. So he's probably. Oh, he could play b4 as well. That would be a useful move, and that would be quite awkward for me. Trying to sort of activate my king with a rook stuck on the 7th, and yeah. So rook c8 wouldn't be any good against bishop c5 after having played rook takes rook. So really need to try and find a plan after that. Yeah, bishop c5 is a good move. So after bishop c5, can I play bishop f8? So on that, he'll play rook takes rook, maybe king takes. Rook check is probably no good after king here. Yes it is, because bishop. Oh no, there's both a bishop and a rook hanging, so I've got my pawn on h7 hanging, but is there any way you can take advantage of it? I was looking at bishop takes bishop, but then it's king takes rook, so that's no good. So where do we go from here? So I've got king there, bishop there, rook here and a bishop there. What's the move? Yeah, it looks like he's just forced to play rook c7 or d5 to defend the bishop, so I think I'm okay in that line. So bishop c5 is countered with bishop f8. Okay, so he's going to come in with that. Okay, now one thing I do need to be careful of is if I play bishop back and he plays rook here first, rook takes, I've got to make sure I break the pin, because but I think bishop f8 is okay, because that does allow me to at least play my king off the back rank. It does mean that I'm probably never going to be able to play rook takes d7 though. That's the only downside to that move. It's obviously a very deep think. He spent 4 minutes on that one. Okay. Yeah, bishop f8, bishop c5, that's what's coming. Yeah, so bishop f8, bishop c5, rook here. Okay, then we're going to have a series of exchanges, so it probably doesn't matter which way, but let's say bishop takes, bishop, rook takes, king takes. Yeah, it's always going to be difficult to defend that pawn. Yeah, I can't see another way, and I don't really want to get too far down on time, so let's play that. Yeah, actually in the series of exchanges, he might overlook a potential mating problem. Yeah, so if I play rook here and If he plays bishop takes, rook takes here, rook takes rook, and then I can mate him on c1, so that's something he's going to have to be careful of. So can I play rook takes rook first, rook d7, rook here, then, oh yes, yeah, rook c8, that's a nice move, but I'm just trying to work out whether I play rook takes rook first, and then play it. Excuse me. Yeah, I'm just looking at rook takes rook, rook takes rook, rook here, rook d5. Then it's king here. If rook check, king there, and he's still got the same problem. Although he'll just probably capture on h7. Rook, bishop takes, pawn takes, rook takes, and then we've got an equal endgame, and I've got a more active king in that line. So yeah, we'll take a flyer at it. We'll play that. Yeah. Okay. So if he plays bishop takes bishop, then it's rook c1 checkmate. But he's not going to play that. And if he plays rook d5, I'm definitely not going to play bishop takes here. Yeah, because that will be a losing endgame. Because he can establish a pass pawn on that square if I capture both the pieces off. So let's think. So king f7. Have I overlooked bishop takes here? Oh no, okay, the threat's still on, so no, that's fine. Yeah, king here, rook here is a problem. Oh no, he can't play because the bishop's there. Okay, so looking now, he's going to play h3 or something just to avoid the checkmate. Okay, I'm going to be playing king here, which keeps the rook out of the key squares. So I think we're going to be fine at this point. So we'll play bishop takes, rook takes. Yeah, then I'm fine. That should be quite level. I've got a slightly more active king. He's got a more active rook, so I think that's fine. So yeah, if you just play h3, it's king e6. Okay, yeah, that was the other line I was looking at. Yeah, I don't really want to go passive with king g8. Yeah, I would repeat position. King e, how many times? King here. Bishop takes bishop. Oh no, that you can't play bishop takes bishop still, can he? So king there, rook takes, bishop takes, pawn takes, rook takes. Then he might hit this pawn. Oh, he can't because I've still got the mating threat, haven't I? So yeah, let's go active king. Yeah, I'm expecting rook h7. Yeah, I must have an edge here, very slightly. Well, that's probably engine will probably say it's 0. Once we trade the pieces off the bishops, then it's 0-0s, I think. Because he's got more active rook, I've got a more active king. I can defend my pawns as well quite easily. Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to crank up the tempo of my moves. I'm down a couple of minutes. Okay, so he's gone there. Now then, do I want to play here? Because that's countered with rook here. So takes, which defends that. Yeah. What's the alternative? Yeah, there's no point doing a rook check just yet. So. Yeah, screw it. Yeah, they say you should be aggressive with rook and pawn in game, so that's what I'm going to do. Yeah, okay. I'm just wondering if there's any mileage in running this pawn, but probably not. So pawn here. Oh, so I'm in check on. I was just looking at something else. Yeah, I think that's pretty much forced. I don't want to go here because that just drops the pawn on f6. Okay, 355 against 614. So yeah, this is fairly level. I'm sure the computer, when it analyses later, is going to be zeros all around. I'm sure these pawns are just going to trade, and then it's going to be 3 against 3. I know, probably in a club game, it'd probably shake hands time in a team match or something, but yeah, it tends not to happen in chess.com rapid play games, so it'll probably be a fight to the death, this one. So we'll see what happens. Also a good way to learn as well, because, you know, there's probably some themes that I really don't understand, so yeah, endgames are not really my forte, and that's why we play, to learn as well as have a bit of fun and enjoy. So e4 is that move. Sure he's not going to want to play f3 anyway. He's looking to come here though, I'm sure, and then king there. Let's see if I can trade these pawns. Yeah, I better start cranking it up now. I'm just losing myself in thought. 40 seconds with 3.5 or nearly 4 minutes to go. That's just not... I haven't switched gears yet, which is something you have to do in rapid, especially when you've down under 3-4 minutes. So that's what I'm going to do. So okay, fair enough. I think that pretty much forces en passant BA. B takes A3. Is there any trickery that can be played? Yeah, probably not. Okay. Right, now do I play king g5, f5, e4, that sort of thing? At least I'm not untime myself to the defence of that pawn, so 3 minutes and counting. Or do I play here straight away? No, I'll go king g5. And if he plays h4, I'm coming in there. So f5 would be useful. Yeah, I mean, if he offers a draw, I probably will accept it, although my king is much better placed than his, and my rook's more active as well. Yeah, perfect place to have a rook on the 7th. So now I think we should push this a bit harder. I'm sure Magnus would be playing another 50 odd moves or something. So I'm not saying I'll ever be like Magnus, but if I want to, you know, strive and become a better player, I've got to push these sort of things. So that's what we're going to do. So he's got under 5 minutes, I've got under 3. Right, the ideas. Yeah, I'm expecting he's going to play king there. I'll probably play f5. Slowly improve. Not sure whether f4 is the right idea, because then it's just rook check, rook check, rook check. So do I play e4 instead? Because that then does stop him playing f3. And is a problem for him. He might possibly play h4 at some point, in which place my king is in a really nice square there. How the heck I'm going to win this, I'm not sure at the moment, but keep pushing and see what happens. Yeah, he's certainly taken a lot of time on this one. Okay. Well, I'm pretty sure I know what I'm going to do, so... Okay, if he comes around the back with a rook, there's no mating threats or anything like that. To be able to do that, he would have to join this pawn in as well. By getting it on f3, the rook on this square at h4 check, and then I can always come here and run away this way. So yeah, no problems regards mating threats. Yeah, the earlier comment of e4 and check 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 is untrue as well, because I can always play f5 anyway. So yeah, I think he might possibly offer a draw here, because he's probably not sure what to do, but I will refuse. Certainly now I'm ahead on time. Not that I want to win on time, but you can always pressure an opponent into a mistake when they're short of time. I mean, this really is too much of a thing with the time as it is. I mean, he's blown more than half. He had almost 5 minutes before this move started, and now he's got barely over 2. So no, we should push it for all it's worth. Bit of in-game psychology. Okay, so he's gone there. Yeah, that stops f5. That also stops this. So the other move is rook here, then king here. I really want to keep my rook on this square. It might just be a waiting move. Rook d2 maybe. Yeah, let's play rook e2. Yeah, it doesn't quite work, does it? I'm looking. Yeah, then if I try to defend, he's just going to play f3, and he's got all the squares covered. So, okay, I'm going to play to there, a different square, because in case we get a repeated position, at least the rook's on a different square. Okay, so that's okay. The question is, how am I going to make progress? That's quite difficult now he's put the rook on that square. Okay, let's just play a little bit more quickly. Okay, my plan maybe is to get the king there and play rook here and rook there, and then, but this does leave these pawns vulnerable, so yeah, unfortunate there. Maybe I should have played rook here, but at least if he does play king there, I can play rook there and it forces it back, although it does force it onto a better, he could potentially come to a better square on e2. So yeah, that possibly wasn't the best move. Rook c3 might have been a better move. Okay, so yeah, that's probably a waiting move. Okay, I'm gonna play rook here and play rook there. So rook here, king there, rook here, pawn on. No, I can't do that. No, is this where I play g5? Force an outside passer with h4. No, is that vulnerable? Yeah, this is tricky. Yeah, actually I'm not sure I like the king and pawn in-game if the rooks get traded on that square, because he's got the outside passer if he wants it. I've got the more active king, but what's better, active king or the outside passer? Yeah, because once he plays h4, king here, g4, h5, I'm obliged to take, and then I'm not sure I'm getting back, so yeah, if I wasn't up on time, I'd probably offer a draw in this spot. I'm surprised he should just be moving now. I don't want to encourage the outside passer. It'd be nice to be able to... is it worth playing rook here? Only problem is if king there, he's got rook check, hasn't he? And if I come here, 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 then he improves his king, then I play that. But I'm not sure. Okay, let's test the waters and play this. Oh, actually, if rook here, rook take, so rook check, rook here, rook takes, pawn takes. That must be winning. That must be winning, because then I can, whilst he's going after this pawn, when it gets to sort of here, I can detour and play king here, pick that pawn off, and then I'll pick these off as well. So, yeah, I like that. So rook check, rook here, then f3, king here. Yeah, he's gone that way. That's fair enough. Okay. So in that case, I can't sack the pawn, so I've got to come back with a king. And then if g4, king here. Yeah, okay. Is he going to sack? Well, it's possible. So if he plays h4, I'm going to take the g pawn rather than the h pawn. I'm pretty sure he's not going to do it. He's probably going to play king there, isn't he? Yeah, king there. Oh, he's gone that way instead. Okay. Now then, can I, if I play here... Oh no, I've got to play a check, haven't I? Because he's threatening h4 and then this pawn's going to drop, so I've got to play the check. Ah, then he's going to block. Then do I come here? Yeah. Yeah, no, it's cranking up, so here. He can't play there because he's check, and so I'm going to pick that pawn off whilst he's... So pawn on, rook here, here, takes. Pawn takes, right, then rook takes, that takes, and then where's the pawns at that point? Yeah, I've lost a pawn, haven't I? So pawn on, king, that check, king back, rook takes. Yeah, I'm 2-1 down then, aren't I? So really need to make this stick. So pawn on, there, takes, rook takes here. Then do I go here? Or do I just not play it in the first place? Ah, oh, yeah, I'm really struggling now. I should have paid more attention to this. Or do I play this? Yeah, let's play that. I haven't calculated it all the way through, but I really need to preserve a little bit of time. I've always got this threat afterwards as well, haven't I? So if he plays h4 now, I can take here. Then he plays pawn takes, then he'll probably play rook here. At that point to play pawn on. Okay, rook takes here. Rook takes rook is forced. Unless he plays king there. But but that's no good. Okay, and then if rook takes rook, pawn takes, king takes, and then it's a drawn end game because it's a rook's pawn. Oh, I can't take that box. I missed it. Oh, that's not so good. So rook takes here after I've played here. So I haven't made a mess of this, haven't I? So pawn on, rook takes check here. Yeah, this has really gone to the dogs, hasn't it? There's still a possibility to get out, but... Yeah, the king, if he plays f6, the king just about gets back. Unless the rook comes to cut it off. Yeah. Oh, do I go forwards or backwards? Yeah, it's a bit risky, but I'm going to go forwards. because I'm threatening to play rook takes pawn, and that's sort of, well, you can't push the pawn because the rook's hanging. So does he play rook here? Yeah, okay. Maybe rook there was better, or king there was better. Yeah, I think I've possibly just about got enough counterplay, so although after that could be awkward. So rook takes, king takes, and then I'm struggling to hang on to my pawn, aren't I? But I think this might be a theoretical drawn endgame with a pawn there and a pawn there, but I can't remember. It's a bit hazy. So rook takes, king there, rook across. Oh no, rook here. I can repeat position, or got 21 seconds. Pawn there. And he can just pick it off. So I've got to do the active way. So that way, I can take the other pawn as well, and then that is a dead draw if I take that way. Yeah, this is drawn if I take that pawn. So I've got less time than him now. Yeah, okay, let's go the draw way, because I really couldn't work that out. Okay, so now we just screw around. Because even if the rooks come off, it's drawn. So yeah, just put the king there and say move me. Yeah, I'm the pawn down, so it's the polite thing is for him to offer the draw, not me. Yeah, there's nothing you can do, so I'm just going to repeat. Obviously I'm never going to win this. I suppose after that move, no, if I play rook here, he plays rook there, I mean, yeah, it doesn't really matter anyway, regardless, so... yeah, I'll let him off the draw. Yeah, he's probably just going to play rook here and then trade everything off, and yeah, fair play. King versus king, I like it. Good way to do a draw. Okay, interesting. Right. No, I don't want a rematch. But I am going to analyse the game. Quite an interesting one. I was struggling, and then I equalised, and then nearly screwed the end game up. I did my best to. Let's see what the analyzer says. Okay, it said that last time. I'm pretty sure it did work. Yeah, if revenge motivates you, go for it, says Vishy Anand. No, not really. I find if I'm a bit vengeful, I tend to, well, I wouldn't say I go on tilt, but it certainly does cloud my judgment, so no, I don't think I will. I don't think that's certainly not in my makeup anyway. But I want to see if I can analyse this game, because yeah, that's usually what I like to do immediately after. So let's see if it will do it. It's still not working. Okay, I think we're going to have to come back to this. Okay, game review. Let's see what happens. Okay, so we've got some numbers. So, oh my goodness, wow, that's pretty high for unless it's still thinking about it. 94.4 against 94. That's probably my highest rating for a rapid game. 3 exclamation points as well. I don't think I've ever had that in a rapid either. Just 2 mistakes and 1 miss. He had 1 mistake, 2 misses. Okay, so let's have a quick look. I suppose I did probably go slightly down the boring more solid route, but you know, once things started happening. Okay, so it's fairly bookish at the moment. Yeah. Okay, so yeah. Okay, now then, what actually is that where the book finishes? Yes, it is. Okay, and it's the analysis on it, or the assessment is that it's equal. So yeah. So is that the best move? What is the best move? Yeah. It doesn't seem very progressive, and I really don't like pawn takes on f7, king takes. So although this is supposedly the better move, no, I much prefer the line that I play. Yeah, it seems a bit loose after pawn takes, king takes, and then yeah. I mean, okay, I've got 3 pawns in the centre. I think I have played this at some point, but it felt very awkward trying to reorganise my pieces and things. So yeah, I prefer this line. Okay, so f6. Yep. Yeah, that's standard. Okay, so what I was tempted to play queen takes. I seem to recall in my daily game I didn't like this again. You know, it seems to block the bishop. So what's the benefit of that? Okay, so this is the next few moves. Okay, that's all a little bit quick. So after, okay, fair enough. This is quite a forcing line, and it does end up with a naff pawn structure on the queen side. And that's probably about as far as I would take it. And I've still got this problem with bishop c4, then trying to castle. So although it is my turn at the moment, so I can castle. Okay, so let's go back to the game. So bishop takes d7. Yep, I like it. Gives white a very, very slim edge. Okay, yeah, e5, that's best. That's good. Queen d1. Okay, it's amongst the best. It's excellent. What is the best, just for my own personal? Yeah, I think in my daily game the guy ended up doing either this or maybe queen e4. Yeah, I actually played queen e4, and I'm sure I played bishop f5. Then the queen slid back to here and castled, and it was, yeah, all fairly similar to this particular game. So queen d1, bishop e6. What's the best move for that? Yeah, bishop g7. Can I actually play bishop takes here? Pawn takes, queen takes? Or is that just giving 2 bishops away, or giving me the bishop pair? Yeah, I think I'm going to stick that on the analyzer and have a look. Just to see what my remedy is for that, because I just assumed you would probably take. So let's have a look. Must be something a bit gory. That's okay. So bishop f5. Ah, right. Okay. It's offering a exchange of queens, which is met by bishop f5, queen takes, rook takes. Then I've got 2 bishops, 2 nice bishops. Okay, he's got 3 pawns to 1 over this side, and it reckons it's totally equal. So yeah, if we just have a quick look at. Okay, so there's other moves as well which give a dead equal position, even though I'm a pawn down, but I've got more active pieces, certainly white square bishop anyway. Okay, so probably not what I would go for, but let's see anyway. So queen d1, bishop e6. Yep. Back to the game. Okay, yeah, castles. Okay, now we've got the best moves coming up. So yeah, bishop. Yeah, this is fairly standard. Okay. Yeah, no, that was an interesting move. I'd overlook that one because obviously I can't play knight takes knight. So that's an interesting move. Yeah. Now, because I'm sort of at the disadvantage where I can't play knight takes knight, I like to sort of try and unravel that, because there could be potential tactics later, whereas the computer seems to be ignoring all that and just playing f5 as the best. Well, it's certainly on the analysis is the best move. Now let's just go back to the review. So after bishops, yeah, this is where we're at. Maybe I should just leave it on the analysis. Yeah, well, let's just carry on. Okay, so yeah, okay, so that was my first inaccuracy. What is the best move? Yeah, F5. Yeah, of course, that's what the engine suggested. But yeah, I don't like the potential tactics. I mean, there's probably nothing there immediately, but perhaps me just being a baby, I don't know. But anyway, so yeah, bishop e3, that was the problem. It did, by moving the knight, it did allow the bishop to come there. So actually, let's go back, because I would be interested to see what queen d7. I've pressed the wrong button, haven't I? Yeah, so let's go queen d7. At least that defends that, because then I know threatening to play knight takes knight. So what does it think about that? Yeah, okay, knight e4 and f5. Yeah, knight g5. Yeah, okay, that's certainly playable. It's possibly a move I would play instead of knight back to c7. Yeah, I think I wussed out a little bit there. Yeah, I can just develop my rooks after that as well. So yeah, that's okay. Queen d7 I prefer that compared to what I did play. I mean, that was just, yeah, knight c7. Completely overrooked bishop e3. So bishop e3, and then yeah, second wuss move again. I mean, that just gave him the open file, and I completely didn't look at the consequences of it. So after bishop e3, what's a better move for me? Let's have a look. f5, yeah, same again. So after bishop c5, what's he going to play? Yeah, that queen e2. That's what I was slightly concerned about. Yeah, but I'll just play this, don't I? Okay, so I'm just going to kill it. You know, stop it stone dead there. Yeah. Yeah, because f5 stops knight e4, which is what I was worried about. If I was going to play queen e7, knight e4, and then followed up with this, but yeah, f5 to start with. Yeah, I like the computer's idea with that. That's certainly something I need to bear in mind if I'm playing this line again, because no doubt it will come up again at some point, because it's yeah, players don't like to play into sort of dragons where black's got a tempo up, which is the idea of my hyper accelerated dragon with g6 on move 2. So there we go. So okay, let's crack on. So queen takes d1. Yeah, that was just, yeah, that's proper cop out move, isn't it? No, I'm thinking I was expecting the other rook move, because, or rook capture, because then if I take here, then with the rook on this square, pawn takes, and then yeah, he's just got pressure on here as well as the other threats that he's looking to do down the d file. So yeah, quite surprised with that. So when he captured that, I thought, yeah, we'll take that, we'll double his pawns up, and at least that will negate a little bit the weaknesses I've got with my queenside pawns, because at least he's doubled. So we've kind of got 2 pawns against kind of 2.5 pawns. So yeah, I was quite happy with that. Yeah, now again, yeah, I was expecting the take with the A. They usually say take towards the centre, so slight surprise, but that's okay. Yeah, a6. Okay, so yeah, that's a mistake, and that's where. Okay, I was struggling for a move here, I seem to recall. So what was my best move? I looked at that move as well. But I was just assuming he'd just play rook here. So have a quick look and see what he's going to play. Yeah. Why not? Why not play? So after. So knight b5. Okay, let's suppose he plays that. hoping the analyzer hasn't kicked in, unfortunately. Okay, so let's go back to the okay, so yeah, so I played a6 and then rook d7. What was the better move? No, back it up. So a6. So we know what my move was. So that's a mistake. So what was the best move? Okay, yeah. Can understand that, because yeah, how do I defend that pawn? Yeah, which is the reason why knight here was better. Okay, now I overlooked that, and so did my opponent, thankfully, because that would have given me trouble. Would have been a pawn down. Can't see why to defend it. Okay, I can challenge your rooks, and then you play rook takes, and then I've got the open file. But yeah, the other rooks. Actually, that's not true because my knight's hanging. So yeah, this is just not good. So thankfully, my opponent missed it. But I would have been in a world of trouble there. So after knight rook d7, knight b5. Now for some reason it doesn't like that. What's the better move here? Okay, but presumably it just doubles rooks. Okay, we'll pause it at that point. Let's just go back a couple. So rook c8, rook f to d1. Yeah, that's obvious. Okay, yeah. I've always got a problem with challenging those rooks. I mean, if it plays rook e7 to try and get in on the double rooks on the 7th, I can just challenge before the second one reaches there, so that's okay. But I'm never going to be able to play this. Unless I can play knight here and then play rook here, but then he just goes running after that pawn presumably. So okay, yeah, let's move on. So knight b5 is what I played. Yeah, that's obvious. Okay, another mistake. So what was my best move? Now I thought that was better than I wasn't sure what to play here because I can't play rook d8. I don't want to capture that and straighten his pawns out, so what's my move? Okay, so yeah, I did briefly look at that, but I thought after bishop f6, bishop g5. Okay, bishop c5 was the better move, it suggests. Knight, oh yes, knight d4, of course. That just cuts the rooks in half, doesn't it? And it defends that pawn as well, and then allows me to play bishop there. So bishop g5 wouldn't be any good. So yeah, I mean, I'm not sure I'd have probably seen that. I think I might have just challenged this bishop. Bishop takes, rook takes. And then I would have struggled on. Okay. Right, let's continue then. So, so rook f7. Okay, and then he captured there, which was, yeah, that was a miss. I was happy to see that. Okay. Oh yeah, no, I should have obviously with just that tick that you're suggesting. I should have just played the other way around. Rook takes first. Okay. Rook takes. Okay, I think that was quite similar to what ended up, but so c take. Although in saying that, yeah, this come a few moves later, didn't it, with a rook takes rook. Okay, so knight takes cb, yeah, is what I played. Then he played b4. Okay, yeah, which was a slight surprise. I could see what he was trying to do. Now, why didn't he like bishop's f8 so much? Yeah, okay. And it's not much worse than equal for me, so yeah, okay. Yeah, I'm solid, aren't I? I'm very passive, but I'm solid, and he's not going to break that down, so that's fair enough. Okay, but unfortunately, I just don't like passive positions. So after b4, bishop here, bishop there, that was inaccurate, and I'm very slightly better. What was best for him? Yeah, that was half what I was expecting. Yeah, because at least it keeps the dominance. So after rook takes rook, I'm probably going to play a king move, and then he comes over to here, which is going to be quite difficult to defend unless I play I can't play rook a7 because there's bishops on it, and he would also be threatening to play bishop there. So that's how would I counter that? Yeah, but what? King there, then yeah, which is hitting that. Then pawn on. Still not sure how I'm going to defend that pawn. Okay, let's move on. That's why I rejected that. Okay, yep. Okay, yeah. So good so far, and I've got a very slight edge. So what was the best move for him? Yeah, g3. Yeah, and it's very similar to what happened, to be fair, apart from me picks off this pawn. He could probably pick that one off earlier, whereas I'm obviously picking that pawn off via this square. Okay, so yeah, that's good. King there, yeah, that's the best move, then that's the best move, yeah. Okay, best play, g3, yeah, doesn't say it's the best, presumably h3 is better, or h4, I don't know. Yeah, rook c2, what's better than that? a5, okay, at least that allows me to defend the pawn a little bit easier, and whereas his pawns are more vulnerable. I suppose that maybe then he would probably come here. Yeah, okay. Yeah, so I went that way. The pawns come off. King there, yeah. Okay, that's the best move. Okay, yeah, I thought there might be some tactics here. With something like rook a2, but I didn't fancy the foot race. Presumably if I play rook a2, you can't play rook here because I just capture his pawn and I'm defending mine, so oh my goodness, why didn't I play rook a2? Sorry, I didn't like that for him. Okay, sorry, I was looking at his move, but yeah, so that's my one miss, and I should have. Oops, let's look at the best. Yeah, rook a2, it's got to be. Oh, b3 is better. Okay, but I thought he just plays rook there and then he starts running his own pawn. Let's see what happens. Okay. Yeah, well, naturally I don't see all of this, but and there was no way I could calculate all of that in this time, but that looks like a winning endgame to me, because that pawn's going to promote, whilst he's otherwise he's got to sack the rook. Well, he will have to sack the rook, and that looks winning to me. So yeah, so I didn't look at that, took the pawn, he took, and it should be totally dead from here, which is what I suggested, you know, in zeros the whole way. So if best moves all being played, there's not much else to do. Okay, so, but this is where I started running into trouble. Okay, so what was the better move here? This does my head in when it just runs away like that. Okay, so I think this was all fairly standard what happened. Oh yeah. Okay, so this is what happened in the game, but to this point I actually played King H5 and I thought I was in a spot of bother, but as it happens King H7 is fine. I mean, as it transpired I think I was fine anyway, providing I find the right moves. So I'm just going to run a... yeah, I mean that's just dead, isn't it? Okay, thought I'd just run ahead and see what happened in that spot. So F5, yeah, here, yeah, it takes. Okay, yeah, it liked my E4 move. Okay, yeah, and now it's just dead, so that's that. The last few moves are pointless because there's no way he's ever going to queen the pawn, and yeah, we ended up with 2 kings on the board. Fair enough. Okay, interesting game. Kind of cancelled each other out. We both had our highs and lows in that game. Very small ones though. There was never much in it. A couple of moves each we could have probably done a little bit better. Mistakes and some inaccuracies. Anyway, hope you enjoyed the game. Hope you enjoyed the video. Leave your comments and let me know what you think or what you'd like to see in future videos, and like and subscribe to the channel for more content, and all the best with your games. I'm Dale Jackson. You have been watching Jacko Chess, and until next time, goodbye.